Fiat is unveiling a new addition to the lineup. Meet the 500 Electric 3+1. Fiat says this new and more practical version of the electric city car has been designed for people who have families and many different tasks to cover on a daily basis. Described as all new, all electric, and with an extra door, but always 500. It's basically the same car you saw in March this year, but with an added small door on the passenger side. The good news is the maneuverability of the 500 hasn't been compromised, as the 3+1 version has the exact same dimensions as the standard 500e. There's also no difference between the size and shape of the passenger door between the 500e 3+1 and the regular 500e. Fiat notes that the new door doesn't impact the handling and energy consumption of the car, despite the fact that it has added 66 pounds to the overall weight. It's also worth pointing out the small rear door can be opened only when the passenger door is opened as a safety measure.
Now, let's start with how we tackle range anxiety. First, with a generous WLTP range, which means 320 real-life kilometers. But the number that makes most sense is the urban cycle. Look, in the city you get 400. Second, with what we call the Sherpa mode, to go even further. It's like a Himalayan Sherpa. When needed, it takes control of the situation, modifies the car's parameters, and gets you to your base camp no matter what. Third, with a standard 85 kilowatt fast charger, giving you, in just 5 minutes charging, 50 kilometers, a whole day's city driving. That's a big deal. And again, it comes standard. And last, a branded wall box for easy home charging, standard 2. Okay, great. That's electrification, but everything else has to be ready for the next decade too, right? Well, we really wanted 500 to be the first small car to bring level 2 autonomous driving to the city. And you know why? Because it just makes sense. I mean, where is it that you keep changing lanes? It's not on the open road, it is in the city. Where is it you keep accelerating and braking and having obstacles all around? Again, it is not on the open road, it is in the city. And last, all new also applies to the infotainment system. 500 will actually be the very first FCA car to host our all-new connected infotainment platform. This is FCA's biggest ever infotainment investment across all our brands. Easy, intuitive, incredibly customizable. A mega screen that's iPhone fast and opens the door to new content, new features, new services, totally set for the future. So, the new 500 is all substance, electric, connected, and autonomous. Good, but hey, it's still a 500, so the charge it delivers cannot just be electric, it's also emotional. Well, for starters, think of a car that is electric and open. You know, like a sailboat on the road, the silent caress of the breeze. That's a priceless emotion, don't you agree? Now, something else. Are you familiar with the acoustic alert for pedestrians? Well, if you are, you already know it's quite hard to do something original. Listen to a few sound bites. A sea of sameness, don't you think? But what about 500? Here is the sound of our engine. Hear that? It's definitely a conversation piece. 500 has the only engine able to play a melody, and they will be like the ringtones of your phone. Interchangeable, downloadable, customizable. It's not the voice of a computer, it is the voice of the Italian creative spirit. Bellissima. Now, let's have a closer look. The new 500 is wider, it's longer, it has more living space than any 500 before it. The wheels are planted further out. It has more presence, it's more assertive. And more importantly, it is pure Cinquecento. Classic, iconic, and rooted in 63 years of history. So, all the iconic cues are here, just quieter, cleaner, crisper.